Hi guys, welcome back to the shack. So great to have you all here. Today I'm making some snow globes. They're, I guess, shaker cards, but I've done them in the shape of snow globes. And what prompted these was Caroline over at Dream with Caroline. Hi Caroline. Has some beautiful snow globes. And I saw a lovely snow globe in a op shop, and it was a Beauty and the Beast one, and Caroline's been making a Beauty and the Beast journal, which is really cool. Her link will be below if you want to pop over and see it. And I thought, well, I can't, you know, I'm in Australia, Caroline's in Canada, I can't send her a snow globe. Or can I? So I thought, oh, I'll make a paper one. They do have the clear plastic on the front, but I didn't put it on the back because they're to pop in a journal, so you can still write on the back of these if you like. But the front is where the snow globe is. You can shake up the sequence. There's an under the sea one with fishies. And the sequins that are in this are actually little shells. Shake like little shells. There's the back for writing on, so they slip into a pocket or however you want to put them in your journal. And here's a fairy one. Turn the snow globe upside down and shake the sequins around. And that's the back with the fairy image on the back as well, but a writing space also. So I thought we could make a couple together if you're interested in making a snow globe for your journal. The first thing I do is find the background. I'll just pop these over to the side. Let's move this out of the way. I'll pop them over there. Pop that over there. Okay. So this is a page out of a magazine. I thought that would make a nice background, that waterfall scene. And I've got a picture from a gnome book of this little gnome who's made himself. Well, at first I thought it was a harp, but maybe it's a loom. So let's cut this out first. Now, I've got this coaster that lives on my desk, which is the size that I've been using. So we'll just go around that. Now I want to do 2 circles, so there and down there. Trace a couple of circles out. Or you can double your paper over and just cut out the 2 circles at the same time. Okay, so I'll cut those circles out. And after you've cut your circles out, just have a look at what you've got left and cut out the best bit to do the stand of the snow globe. So I've got this bit over here, which will be big enough. And we'll fold it over so that it makes both sides that's not very straight. It's better. And now, which way is this going to go? That way. Cut it so it's got a bit of a slant to it. That's That's going to be too tall, so we'll just snip off a bit there. And that's going to be our stand. So we glue those two bits together. And then the same with your front and back of your globe. Get them up the right way. And I'll glue those two pieces together. Just so you've got a front and a back of your snow globe. I'm just using glue stick. Okay, so we've got our front and our back of our snow globe. Choose which one you want to be the actual front, because the stand will be glued on the back. So I think we'll have the waterfall as the front. So we just put a bit of glue up the top of that. And put that in place. And there's our snow globe. Now, another thing I like to do, we'll use is just with a, I think I'll just go around with black. Just using this old magazine here to lean on. I just like to go around the outline. And then just grab a black pen or whatever colour you want, and I just like to go around the outline of your globe. And we do this on both sides. Okay, so I've gone around the outline of the globe. I also do the stand and do it on the other side as well. So now we're ready for our picture. So I'm just going to cut this guy out. I'll just put this back down so you can see what I'm working on. So cut out this little gnome, and also this one. He's working on a wheel. I like this guy doing his weaving in front of the waterfall, I think. Maybe he's better on that side. It might be. And then I've either got, no, I think I might save him for something else. I had some little fairies. Did they fly away? I think they did. I'll just find them. Found the fairies. That's one. And these two. So we can have them fluttering around the waterfall. Maybe just two of them. I like him on here with the fairy coming down with a flower for him, because he's working hard. Yeah, like that. We'll do that on that side. that side of our snow globe. Now that's the back. I guess if you did want to do some writing on the back of this one, you could stick a bit of lighter coloured paper down here or right inside the loom. Alright, now our fairies. And there's our fairies fluttering around the waterfall on that side. Okay, so now we need to cut the plastic to go over the top. And I'm just using an old sandwich bag that I've got here. It hasn't been used for a sandwich. They're ones that I've had for ages and they're just been sitting in my bottom drawer for a long time. So that's what I'm using because it's a bit thicker plastic. I usually use packaging for this kind of thing, but I just didn't have any. Like anything that comes with a clear plastic over the top of it. But yeah, I didn't have anything, so this was the next best thing. Let's get the magazine back and draw our circle again. This biro should work on here. No, use this Sharpie. And we go around the outside. And we cut out that circle. Okay, so I've cut out the round piece of plastic to go over the top. I think I will use these little shell sequins again. There are a bunch of them in there. Nice and colourful. Colourful confetti. And what we're going to do is I'm using this glue. It's a strong glue, but I'm mostly using it because it's got this fine little nib on it. And because I just want to go, I have to push some up because I'm starting to run out. And just want to go really close to the edge and put a fine circle of glue around the outside to hold this plastic down. Okay, and then put your plastic on. Make sure you go right around to press it down so that none of the little sequins can escape. There it is. Turn our globe up and shake all the snow around. In this case, the shells. Okay, that's that one. Okay, our next one is going to be a teddy bear one. So these are the teddies that I'm going to cut out. And this is one of the backgrounds, these daisies here. And maybe we'll get the other background from this side. I'll just cut all those things out. Okay, so I've cut out our 2 globe sides and glued them together, and our base and glued that together. And I think that will be this globe, and that will be the other side. And here are the teddies that I've cut out. Oh, look at them sitting in the garden. Well, there's these 2. They're quite big. Oh, they can go on that side. We'll make that work. Cute. Okay, let's get them glued in place. Is that going to be enough for that side? I'll put them down there so that the flowers are showing. Okay, glued those on. Just need to trim that off a bit. And that one's okay. Now I think we'll go around, is it green? Let's try that. Okay, so we've gone around the outline, and now it's time to glue on our plastic. Yeah, I think I'll do it on this side, our plastic, but got to pick these sequins. I think I've got these flowers. I think I'll put a bunch of them in there. They're sequined flowers, sparkly. Okay, so we need to do the glue around the edge, glue on our plastic. So there we are with our shaky flowers in there. The other side. And that's our last snow globe that we're going to do today. Let's have a look. What did we end up with? A flowery teddy bear one. A waterfall fairy and gnome one. Some more fairies. And under the sea one. And this cute little deer and bunny rabbit. Lots of fun. There's always a way to turn something, make something out of paper, flatten it. All right guys, have fun with your crafts and take care. Bye.